Jewish supremacist Sam Seder once again lies and asserts, falsely, that Jews were not involved in the transatlantic slave trade of black people. So let's listen to what the Jew, Sam Seder, who's a Jewish supremacist and is advancing Jewish supremacy, let's listen to the lies that he's saying here.
Candace Owens is out there now telling her audience, the black people in her audience, you got to wake up. You got to wake up to what not Whitey is doing. Whitey was not responsible for slavery.
It was the Jews.
It was the Jewies.
So is Sam Seder asserting that Jewies, as he calls them, Jews, are not the same as white people? Is that what he's trying to imply? Because that's incorrect. Ashkenazi Jews and other Jews, like Eastern European Caucasian Jews, are white. And yes, Jews were involved in the transatlantic slave trade of black people. And I'm going to get into that in a second. I'm showing you all the proof.
Gotcha.
The Jewies were responsible for slavery.
Yes, yes, Jewies were responsible for slavery, you Jewish supremacist fucktard. I am so sick and tired of this fucking Jew lying and getting away with it. You Jewish piece of shit. Stop lying.
J.D. Vance at TPUSA telling people we're not going to kick Nick Fuentes out of this coalition because he's controversial. Like his
controversial? He can't even pronounce the word correctly. And this Jew tries to present himself as an intelligent Jew when he's clearly lying. But let's listen more. But I'm getting really fed up with this Jew and all his fucking Jew lies.
Controversial opinions that black people shouldn't live amongst us and that Jews are, shouldn't live amongst us.
Well, maybe you should renounce your Jewish identity then, you fucking idiot. You stupid motherfucker. What are you doing still characterizing yourself as a Jew when Jews are raping and murdering kids in Gaza? What are you doing? Constantly identifying and protecting Jews who are raping and murdering and committing genocide in Gaza. You are trying to use yourself and other so-called good Jews to protect the bad Jews. And I'm sick and tired of it.
Controversial called my wife a slur.
Controversial in that he was like, basically called my wife the N-word for...
I don't even know what the fuck he's talking about. All right, he's wrong. Jews were involved in the slave trade and were involved in slavery. You stupid fucking Jew. I made an entire video about this. Let's listen to this. The degree to which Jews have been oppressed, subjugated, and victimized is contradicted by the following examples of Jews in positions of power and influence in America. Judah P. Benjamin was the Secretary of State of the Confederacy. He owned over 140 black slaves, many of which he... Did you hear that? The Secretary of State of the Confederacy was a Jew. He owned over 140 black people as slaves. You can check the Wikipedia article if you don't believe me. You don't need to believe me. Believe Wikipedia if you don't believe me. He raped and beat. David Levy Yulee was a senator from Florida. He was a slave owner and was supportive of secession. He owned over 1,000 black slaves. Over 1,000 black slaves. This is a real thing. Jews owned black people as slaves. David Levy Yulee was a Jew. Yulee was the first person of Jewish ancestry, blah, blah, blah. And he led... Let's just listen more. Again, many of which he beat and raped. Louis Charles Levin was a congressman who led anti-Catholic riots. He was the second person of Jewish descent elected to the United States Congress after David Levy Yulee. There is an entire list of Confederate Jews on Wikipedia. There were no legal... Here you go. It's all right here. These were all the Jews who were part of the Confederacy, who supported slavery. But it doesn't end there. Yes, Jews were involved in the transatlantic slave trade. These are Jewish slave ship owners. And I got Grok, the AI on Twitter, to fact check this. This is what Grok had to say about this. Historical records like those from Eli Faber's Jews, Slaves, and the Slave Trade indicate Moses Levy was the primary owner of the Nassau, with possible co-owners, blah, blah, blah. The Nassau participated in at least one documented slave voyage in 1717 to 1718. Moses Levy was a Jew. And I just fact-checked this one thing. I encourage you to fact-check all of these owners. They were Jews. So for Sam Seder to blatantly lie and to first treat Jews and white people as mutually exclusive things repulses me, because that's just racist and it's wrong. Take responsibility for bad behavior in your community, Sam Seder. The reason why people hate Jews is because Jews are committing genocide in Gaza, but also because you lie incessantly. And you deny, gaslight, and minimize the role of Jews when they do bad things. You never want to call people Jews when they do bad things, like when they commit genocide. Not once has this Jew ever called out Jews for committing genocide in Gaza. They never want to call them Jews when they commit genocide. This Jewish piece of fucking shit never wants to call people Jews when they do bad things, because he's a Jew himself. And he doesn't want to make Jews look bad. He's still advocating and advancing Jewish supremacy. When you do not call people Jews when they do bad things, it induces the bias that they never do bad things. And I'm sick and tired of these lies and the gaslighting. Fuck you, Sam Seder. I just fact-checked your ass. You think Jews weren't involved in the slave trade, and you're treating Jews and white people as mutually exclusive things? What the fuck do you think you are? You think you're not white just because you're a fucking Jew? You scumbag? You saw the proof yourself. Yes, Jews were involved in slave trade. Stop gaslighting people, you fucking liar. You fucking lying Jew. Piece of shit.